What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Goods, Big Zo TV. You know the vibes, man. Listen, as you can see, I'm in a different location. Not at the office. I know y'all used to like the office and the edits and everything, and I know y'all like the edits, and we get to do all that stuff. But I can't do that right now because I'm on vacation. On vacation, chilling. But I'm still here to try to give y'all something to rock with. So basically, I just want to talk about Big Sean because I saw this story while I was here scrolling on my phone, chilling. Saw the story of Big Sean, who said that Kendrick Lamar apologized to him for dissing him. Now, we all know that verse came out where everybody thought that Big Sean was throwing shots at Kendrick. Big Sean already came out and said that he wasn't throwing shots at Kendrick. But the other piece of this is the Element track, which had a unreleased verse on Kendrick's song, The Element.
Big Sean keep sneak dissing, I let it slide. I think it's false confidence got him inspired. I can't make them respect you, baby, it's not my job. You're finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme. Boy. Cute ass raps, get your puberty up. Then make you a classic album before you come at us. Drake and McMill beef might got you gassed up, but I'm a whole nother beast, I really fuck you up.
Now, listen, we all know like these artists, and it can't just be Kendrick Lamar. We all know that these artists probably have verses everywhere where they just kind of hanging on to verses, waiting for somebody to diss. Like, yo, I can't wait for this dude to try to diss or try to pop some shit. They just waiting for somebody to pop some shit for them to throw their distance out. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta, be ready for whatever comes. So I think that's what the case is with this. Kendrick Lamar was just being ready for whatever comes. And he dissed Big Sean. And that verse got scrapped out. And here's what he said.
So then Nipsey dies. And I sit on a plane next to Punch. Random as hell. We're headed to J. Cole's festival. And he's like, you ever talk to Kendrick? And I'm like, no, I never. I know it ain't shit there. But no, we never really spoke. Then around that time, like that day or maybe the day before that or the week or day within that same time period, that leaked shit happened. It was a leaked verse. And it said what you said.
Yep. I'm
like, damn, nigga, y'all motherfuckers said it wasn't shit and it was something. So you got me looking crazy.
But maybe he prepared something just like the same way you was thinking. He was like, let me get my nukes just in case too.
Right, but the thing is that song came out and he changed that bar, right? So that wasn't on the song anymore. It was a leaked verse. So I had to keep that in mind because I was pissed when I heard it. So then I'm like, okay, he changed that on his own. So he probably came to the conclusion that it was nothing. So then then me and him talk. And I got the text on my phone. And he's like, I might pull the text out and read it.
Let's hear it. Why not?
Basically, you see what's going on in that. He basically had a diss for Big Sean. And Big Sean apparently got disses for people too. So it's like, what we on? Like, we preparing disses, which I think all these artists do. And we all know that was a point of time where Big Sean was like basically saying that he was one of the top. And everybody likes to say top 3. Nobody gonna say top 4. But Big Sean at one point considered himself in that top 3. And I'm pretty sure he still considers himself in that top 3. Now, when you got these 4 artists, Drake, Cole, Kendrick, Sean, somebody got to get knocked out of that top 3, right? But Kendrick Lamar obviously has always said that, he enjoys the competitive aspect of hip-hop. So I think that's what he was doing here, but let's continue.
Actually,
no need to misquote him.
Yeah, I ain't trying to misquote shit. Because I don't give a fuck that much to misquote a nigga.
And how long ago was this? You said right after Nip died?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can read my stuff, too.
You want me to read it?
No.
Okay,
I don't think we should read it, because I think that's kind of like bitch made, but I want you to kind of like see the sentiment of it. Hold on. So this is me, and then this is him. What up, champ? Yes, we're in great grievance.
That's real.
Wrongly. So, in a sense, I don't want to say it. He apologized in a sense for going that far, and for that shit coming out, right? So I wanted to show you that because, in a sense, he apologized, right?
Yeah.
So if Kendrick apologized for that same leak that I heard prematurely, right, that he didn't use, it's like, then it leaks fully later, right, and people hear it, and we already discussed it. And he said, appreciate the shout out on the Nipsey song. I already addressed it on the song with Nip. Lack of communication and wrong information for people fueled by the ego is like mixing flames with diesel.
That's what he said to you in the...
No, that's what I said on the song with Nipsey.
Oh, I know, but in the text it sounded like he's kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I said it in the song, because in that text he said, yo, you know, my ego, da-da-da.
Yeah,
so it's like, when that shit leaks, it's like, people are like, oh, you heard what he said about you? I'm like, nigga, I'm not a clout chasing ass nigga, bro. I'm solid and I stand on mine, and I'm not about to do something because everyone thinks a certain thing. Like, we already talked about it. I already got an apology for it.
And your shirt right now says, I do not care about their opinions.
Yeah,
so why would you care about the opinions of other people if you know what it is between you and Dot?
Exactly. And that's what it's been. You know, I ain't really had too much communication with him since then. And, you know, but I just want to I represent a lot of people from my city, from where I come from, fans of mine, who think I didn't stand on my shit. And that's not the case. That's what I want to clarify. I wasn't being a bitch nigga or like tucking my tail or nothing like that. And if it was real smoke, if it was really something to stand on, I would be full front. I would be there front and center for it.
Basically, it just sounds like Big Sean just basically trying to defend himself. In the sense of people, you know, saying he ain't stand on business. My thing is, dog, if you feel like you got to defend yourself, just come out and say it. All this, like, just to be like, I'm not a clout chaser, I don't do this, I don't do that. Like, who cares? Like, you're an entertainer. Everybody's going to scrutinize everything you do. Everybody's going to watch everything you do. So just come out and say it, dog. At that point, you should just come out and say it. Come out and say it. We talked about it. There's nothing there. Me and Kendrick Lamar already squashed that. Say it publicly. You know, because you're in entertainment. In entertainment, everybody's going to talk about it. So if it bothers you that much that people talking about you and saying that you're not standing on business, say something. You feel me? Like, listen, at the end of the day, that's a big move by Kendrick Lamar to reach out and say something. You know, to reach out and squash it behind the scenes and say there was nothing there. My apologies. You know, I said something shouldn't have been said because I realized there was no beef there. There was no problem there. And people might be sitting back and saying, okay, so why did Kendrick Lamar say something in the first place? It's probably because Kendrick Lamar heard something on the verse that he felt like was a subliminal. And that's the problem with hip hop. So many people is doing subliminal records. So many people dissing subliminally and not coming direct. This is why you have these issues where people start dissing each other and they start going at each other and then got to come back and apologize because they got to be like, my bad, nothing was there. It's just where we are in hip hop. Everybody goes subliminal, nobody goes direct.
And I would be prepared, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. And people want to make something that is not. So that's something that I never really got a chance to clarify.
Do you feel like the Drake and Kendrick situation, beef, whatever you want to call it, stepped on your return? Because you dropped Precision.
Yeah. But you got to think about it. If it's like Metro Boomin and Future, and then Kendrick addressing J. Cole and Drake on First Person Shooter, you're kind of involving a whole kind of like, it's a whole thing. It's like a whole, you know, as opposed to me, I hadn't even dropped music in years, bro, and I'm just like a return, so.
Basically, it just sounds like Big Sean caught the wrong end of it. So if Big Sean caught the wrong end of it, it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, everybody know every artist got a diss for, I mean, at least if you an MC, you got a diss for somebody out there in case they diss you, because at the end of the day, people diss. And that just is what it is, man. So I do want to commend Big Sean for being the bigger guy, and Kendrick Lamar as well, for being the two big guys to sit there and basically talk about it behind the scenes. Now, obviously, when it came to Drake didn't get that kind of leeway, and it's probably because Drake just felt like he was going to win this battle no matter what. I think he came into this feeling like, I'm Drake, I'm going to win this shit no matter what people say. And it just turned out to go the wrong way for him. But, you know, shout out to Big Sean. Shout out to Kendrick, you know, for squashing their shit the way they should be squashing their shit. I personally don't think Big Sean is in the top 3. I think Big Sean is nice. I don't think he's in the top 3, but Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. How do y'all feel about Big Sean? Y'all think Big Sean deserves to be in the conversation as well? Or y'all think Big Sean just basically invited himself? I think Big Sean's a great artist. He's one of the top in his city. You know, I like a lot of Detroit artists. The Young OG, that's one of my favorite right now. YMJ. Like, I like their delivery. Big Sean obviously has a different delivery, different kind of flow, but it is what it is. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. It's your boy Goods, Big Zo TV. Drop down there in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about Big Sean and what he had to say. Drop down in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this channel, the video, everything in between. It's your boy Goods, Big Zo TV. Let's go.
I send them back, they send them shots. They know Cuban got his lock. Okay, let's get it started. They know Cuban got the juice. I got all my jewelry on it, plus I'm hanging out the roof. I keep big fire on me, that why I ain't never spook. And one time forget